When you see noni in the jungle or in our gardens, you don't typically see spiders on it. You don't typically see bugs on it. The leaves stay incredibly shiny and clean. So certainly that leaf is something that I would use for cleaning and sanitizing anything, but also creating circulation. So it's doing more, I think, from the standpoint of, you know, the tea tree being our most potent antiseptic. Our noni is not just antiseptic, but also has this circulatory component to it that's very healthy to build the immune system of any area of your body. In this case, we're talking about our hands. So here's the noni leaf. These are the leaves that we use, and you can see how powerful that tropical leaf is. We use this in our teas, but it's really what our noni leaf, the 100% of this hydrosol is comprised of noni leaf, and it's the spirit water of the leaf itself. So I could use this leaf, just to give you an idea of its properties. I could use this leaf, warm it, and use it to circulate my neck muscles, any kind of injuries, or if I was just trying to bring some love to an area, lower back, hamstrings are tight. So this noni hydrosol I would certainly use as a antiseptic, cleaning, antifungal, antibacterial. I would use it on an infection, a staph infection. But also, again, it has that strong circulatory component, so it's really bringing energy through the body. And it's, you know, it's on one end you play defense, but I mean, you play defense but without an offense. If you're just always on defense, which is in the mindset of anti, you want to play a little offense. You want to be in a position of what can I do to circulate my system? What can I do to create or boost immunity? And certainly this noni leaf hydrosol is going to help boost your immune system. I mean, I love the smell of it, and brings me certainly to the tropics, and extremely cleansing. Let's check out our tea house for a moment and see what we're up to. Cacao around, Mark?
Yeah, it's just a bit. And there's some dry stuff in fiber.
I'm sorry. Although I'm not sorry because I love seeing the cacao. I was actually meant turmeric.
Oh, turmeric.
Not that funny? Because I meant turmeric even though I said cacao.
I got it. I did not know you meant turmeric.
You can't read his mind yet?
I meant turmeric.
We were one brainwave off.
That was hilarious.
Same.
I thought ginger for a second, but not turmeric. I didn't go there, yeah.
See, there's something in the air.
Well, for now on,
Something.
cacao
I feel
actually means
like give me a
turmeric.
hug. I feel like we can sync, dude. There, now
Cacao
we're
means
synced
turmeric.
up.
So Mark, how often do you use turmeric?
I mean, I use turmeric pretty much every time I cook. Make a lot of curry with it. I use a lot of our curry powder, and that's kind of my go-to method. Or yeah, if I'm craving something, a nice drink, I'll make our golden milk, or I'll just eat it straight up. Turmeric juice is one of my favorite things.
So the turmeric in India, you know, like I mentioned, a pillar of Ayurvedic medicine, they use it, they'll juice it or make a powder out of it and then mix it into cosmetic products for makeup. So really what it's also renowned for is keeping the mosquitoes away, as it really boosts the immune system. Internally, it's going to help really keep that liver nice and clean, and keep all the toxins out. So very antifungal, antibacterial. It's the first thing I would use, one of the first things or mainstays for any kind of infection, whether it's an ear infection, like with my kids, I'll put it behind their ear. So a lot of times I'll just chew it up. If I don't have anything else, a grinder or anything, I mean, that's pretty good. This Hawaiian turmeric is what it's called. It doesn't have quite the bitterness of the Indian turmeric.
Yeah, much sweeter.
Yeah, it's much sweeter. It's
Less
almost
resinous, but yeah, a little bit more water content.
almost carrot-like.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
Yeah, a little more palatable.
Yeah.
In a direct way.
So this would, I mean, as far as immune system goes, so internally, so important on your immune system, keep yourself clean, right? There's no way for you to be able to throw off a strong immune system if your liver's not clean and gallbladder and digestive tract isn't really clean. The turmeric's really going to help clean that internally. So you can make tea out of it, just the whole turmeric, or from our powders, make tea out of it. And then also, you know, really making sure that it hits your superfoods, or like in Mark's case, in my case, I use it in my curries a lot. But again, having that turmeric in your daily diet is really critical for keeping yourself clean, circulating, getting rid of any blockages from inflammation. You know, it's all those toxic buildup that causes those blockages. The turmeric, again, it's kind of highlighted in someone's immune system. I don't, you know, this is the first herb I go to when I think of immunity. Also, that renown is kind of a second skin. So holding that space to basically paint yourself. As you eat more turmeric, you're building your emotional immunity up as well, which is really critical right now. You know, people talk about the fear factor. The turmeric's really going to help with that. You know, it's very grounding. It's a root, so it's going to help you ground and kind of decipher what's fear-based. Again, the more turmeric you have in your body, the more you're made up of, the more you're going to personify it and resonate, and the more you're going to exude this second skin. And you know, with emotional immunity, it's amazing. You know, we're not quite at a point where we quite appreciate it to the level we think immunity is a physical concept, but there's actually an emotional concept to it as well. And certainly the word stress.
Absolutely.
Yeah, right.
Mental, emotional, yeah.
So if we, you know, and it's just the awareness that this herb is able to bring up so that you can decipher between what's coming up and kind of figure out again what to shield and what to let in. The turmeric does a great job of allowing you to be aware of those emotions. I'm going to take the aloe here that's the lowest hanging fruit, if you will. So that piece here, this yellow, which I've referred to as the blood of the aloe, at least this particular variety is really potent, cleansing and antiseptic. And what I'm doing here is I harvested the aloe, and now I'm going to do a little bit, but that blood that comes out initially, I mean, that is some potent medicine in there. And you can see it kind of dripping out, but I'm going to just get the aloe nice and clean so I can use it to sanitize my hands. But aloe can be used in so many ways. Certainly for burns and cuts, but also for as a cleaning agent. Very has powerful antiseptic properties. So this gel inside, very hydrating. It'll also cleanse the digestive system. But here's this gel, and that's a nice size piece of, as we know it, pretty much nature's soap. And I'm just gonna break it up in my hand. You can see my hands are a little dirty. I've been in the gardens. And so I'm just gonna clean my hands with nature's soap here. And so the aloe, it's hydrating your hands. It's building the immune system of your hands so that foreign objects cannot penetrate your skin, for sure. And more than anything, it's taking any foreign species or anything that would negatively impact your body that was on your hands. It's ridding your hands of it. So feels great, very hydrating. Yeah, it just makes you want to massage it in. And as you can see, the body is drinking it. So you can see how my skin is drinking it. It really is enjoying the massage and the hydration of this aloe. It's pretty much dried up at this point and ready for more. The cool thing about aloe, I mean, I use it also to, if I have any eye issues, I would actually just hold it on my eye. And it's so soothing on your eyes. And I say this with lots of medicine, but particularly aloe, is the body wants so much of it, wants to just keep drinking it and drinking it and drinking it. So my hands are dry, I could do another wash. Another great way to use aloe. Cleaning the hair and the scalp, hydrating it. Because remember, when you're cleaning, it's not necessarily about taking things off, but it's also strengthening the immune system, right? So you want to nourish and feed as you clean. You don't want to just clean. You want to nourish and feed as you clean. Very important to think about that, because the body's going to wonder why you're just taking things away. What are you giving it is the question. And this could be one of the most hydrating plants on the planet, right? Survives in the desert, does very well in Hawaii as well. So it's got huge immune systems in all kinds of temperature and climates. Can survive in the cold, can survive in the tropics, and really holds water during rainy times, during droughts. Has amazing cleansing and sanitization properties.